Oh man, are y'all ready for this Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez fight? The fight seems to be happening very soon. These guys are gonna start their press conferences and gonna start their trash talk.
I hope so.
Okay. As the fight gets closer, who do y'all think is gonna win this fight? Shakur Stevenson is a very, very boring fighter, but he is talented. The man is a talented fighter, but a very boring, predictable fighter at that. I think he has his work cut out for him with Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is no slouch either. The man has beaten Lomachenko. He's also gone out to beat, other guys that was, pretty good. Lomachenko, he had a bad run-in with a few fighters. He lost a couple of times against George Kambosos. He's been trying to catch back up to how he used to be. As far as Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez, honestly, if I was a betting man, I would have to put my money on Shakur Stevenson, only because Shakur Stevenson is, he's defensively sound. This man he's very defensively sound. I feel like he's going to, end up catching Teofimo in certain shots that Teo wouldn't be able to defend against. I think these guys have a spar on YouTube, and people be like, sparring doesn't mean that, it will happen in the fight. But if you guys remember the Ryan Garcia versus Rolly fight, that spar, that they've had online, that spar that circulates, it was the same thing in the fight.
You can't make this shit up, people.
It was the same thing in the fight. Rolly beating Ryan, just like he beat him in the spar. So, sometimes sparring does matter. A lot of people are like, oh, sparring don't matter, it's just practice. But
I don't give a fuck.
That was a certain instance where it did matter. As far as these guys go, I will look, if Shakur wins, I would like to see him fight other fighters like Keyshawn Davis, but he won't fight Keyshawn because that's supposed to be his homeboy, his home guy. But to be funny, I think that a guy like Keyshawn would fight Shakur Stevenson.
I told y'all I was gonna be back and better, right? I told y'all that, right?
I feel like Keyshawn would fight Shakur. Shakur would be like, oh, we not fighting. That's my boy and that's my friend. But man, look, there's no friends in boxing. Anybody who boxes, once that bell ring, whether it's a fight, whether it's sparring, your friendship is put on hold until that bell ends. Until that bell ring again, your friendship is put on hold. Y'all got a job to do. Y'all gotta feed y'all family. You can't get in the ring and play boxing.
This guy will knock you on your ass. Come on, Rock, it's not a game.
Anybody who boxes know this. Anybody who boxes know that there's no friends in boxing. Your homeboy, you talk to me after the gym, talk to me after it's over with, talk to me when I'm done punching you in the face, But, look, Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo, look, I'm gonna just go on record and say, Shakur gonna win a boring decision. If you wanna bet your money and you wanna win a couple of dollars, couple of bucks, you bet it on Shakur Stevenson going the distance, because Shakur don't got no knockout power, and I don't think someone like Teofimo Lopez will be able to stop Shakur Stevenson. He's too crafty, he's too slick, his defense is it's too annoying. Though he don't have no power, he is a closeouter. Like he has a lot of a lot of stamina. You know, I feel like it's gonna start off with Teo winning the first few rounds, but then once Shakur end up, you know, getting his momentum, you know, it's gonna be Shakur all night. I got the fight, you know, 8-4. You know, that's Shakur Stevenson.
Shut that soft ass shit up.
And the best man
Shut
to
that
win.
soft. That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man.
But Shakur, that guy will put anybody to sleep outside the ring.